Welcome to the Rooted Goddess podcast with your host, Leslie Sprague, where we talk all things wellness, woo-woo, life, and everything in between. As a small-town mom of two amazing kiddos, I understand the challenges of what it's like to stay grounded and go after your dreams. My goal for this podcast is to inspire you to root down so you can grow stronger, rise up, and let your light shine bright so you can be the goddess you are truly meant to be. Think of this as your one-stop shop. It's happy hour with a gal pal while getting truthful and heartfelt about taking the steps forward to living your best life. Welcome to the Rooted Goddess podcast. I'm your host, Leslie Sprague. So today when I was tuning in to what my audience needed to hear, because I wasn't sure what exactly I wanted to talk about today and what I wanted to share with you all. So I took a moment, took a deep breath, and in my mind's eye, I imagined that I was talking to my ideal listener, the person sitting across from me, listening to this. And what I asked them, I'm like, what do you need to hear? This is literally my process. This is what I did today to tune in to what you guys need to hear. And this is the messages that I got. So I just wanted to share those with you. Things are okay. That everything is okay. Not necessarily and you might find that hard to believe, but with everything that's going on in the world, but they are okay. It is an unfortunate and scary time that we're in, but at the same time, we need to be reminded that things are okay. They are okay with how you're feeling right now. Things are okay. And by what I mean by how you're feeling right now, I mean that it's okay to feel all the things that you're feeling. Whether it be frustration from schools being out, or exhaustion possibly from trying to balance working from home if you are working, or being laid off, or working from home, balancing the kids, trying to keep them entertained so that they stay stimulated. And it's okay to feel those things. And at the same time, it's okay to be enjoying these moments. It's okay to enjoy the time that we have right now and the reflection, if that's something that you're into. Maybe you're not. But it's okay also, with everything going on, to enjoy the quiet, to enjoy the non-busyness that is in our life. So I just wanted, in case you needed to hear that, it's okay. No matter what you're feeling, what you're going through, it's okay. And I also wanted to remind you to breathe. Remind to breathe in this moment, because with all the uncertainty and unknowns that are going on right at this moment in the world and everything else, we need that those things are kind of out of our control. So just take a deep breath in. Actually, you know what? let's do that right now. So I invite you to find yourself in a comfortable seated position. And find your breath. Feel the air coming in and out of your lungs. Feeling your lungs expand and contract. Finding yourself settling in here. And what we're going to do is a cleansing breath. So I want you to inhale through your nose, and then when we exhale out with sound. Whatever that sound is for you, exhale with sound. So, all right, so inhale and then exhale with sound. Maybe you need to let out a scream or a louder noise, or maybe you need to let out some tears. That's all okay too. So inhale and exhale. Beautiful. One more time. Notice how that feels when you take a moment and get centered with your breath, bringing you back into the present moment. Instead of, there's a lot of uncertainty and we don't know where it's going to take us. So shifting our focus to our present moment can be helpful for our mind, instead of going off on squirrel brain tangents and just the chaos that our mind can create, the what ifs, the unknowns, what if this happens, we can go down so many rabbit holes, and we don't know where it'll take us. That's just the way it is right now. So and actually that's funny, that leads me to my next point, is to bring you back to this present moment, and that we can't control the future. We can't control what's going to happen with all this. So tuning in to what we know to believe is good, to what we know is good in our life right now. Believe it or not, there are a lot of negative effects with everything that's going on, but there are a lot of positives as well if we choose to look at things. It's forcing us to stop and slow down. It's allowing us to take, I don't know about everybody else, but we are constantly going, and it's forcing us to stop and connect as a family on a deeper level, instead of running from here, there, and everywhere. And at the same time, I do enjoy the busyness to a certain extent, but it forces us to slow down and reconnect to ourselves, to our family, to reevaluate. And if you look at the amazing things that you see when I do watch the media, because quite often I do not tune in because I don't want to get caught up. I understand the realities of it, but I don't want to live in that space. So so looking at Venice and how the channels are running clear, think of this is our planet's time to take that deep cleansing breath too, and think oh boy, I can finally catch up and rest, and that's another thing, a benefit of it too, is it allows us to rest and just be. So one of the things that you can help to bring your mind into the present is to write a gratitude list. What are things you are thankful for in your life each day? Is it that the fact that the sun is shining today? Or is it the fact that you got to listen to the birds chirping outside your window? Or whatever it is for you, that you got to have an amazing moment with your kids or your partner or whatever it is. Remind yourself the love and the good in your life right now. And that will help to shift your mindset out of that rabbit hole, because we don't know what's going on, and to sit in that constant state of worry isn't good either. So trusting that everything is going to work out for everybody's greater good in some way, shape, or form. We may not know it now. We may not know it 6 months from now, but one day I have a very strong feeling that we're going to look back on this and be like, oh, wow, look at all the good that came from this. And with this being, with this time that we're in, it is okay to feel good. It is okay to connect to those love and those good feelings. So that ties me full circle back to the beginning. It is okay to feel how you feel. It's okay to just be. It's okay to do nothing. It's all okay. Just be gentle with yourself. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge other people. Everybody is doing their best, and that's all we can ask. Until next time, goddesses, namaste. Thank you so much for listening, and let me give you a virtual hug, big squeeze, as a token of my appreciation. At the very least, I hope you had some fun while listening, and maybe even learned a thing or two. And bonus points if I got a chuckle out of you. If you liked this episode, it would mean the world to me if you could leave me a 5-star review, or if you know someone who could benefit from listening, share it on your Insta stories and tag me at Leslie's Yoga and Wellness. Subscribe to this channel if you want to stay up to date with new episodes. By doing these things, it helps to get my podcast noticed so that people who need to hear my message are more attracted to it. Please feel free to stop by my website, lesliespragg.com, and grab a copy of my free Mom Self-Care Kit. While you're there, grab a free few yoga classes. Namaste, goddesses. Until next time.